Hi, I'm Pastor Peggy from Slave Lake, Alberta.
And I'm Pastor Diane from Norfolk, New York. Welcome to
Trivia
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Trivia Tuesday.
We need like little, what do you call those theme songs for each day? Trivia Tuesday.
Like I told you last week, you have to work on that, Pastor Peggy. I have no musical ability whatsoever.
Me neither.
Find someone.
Okay. I can do that, maybe. We'll see. Maybe somebody who sees these videos would like to come on and design theme songs for us. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm. But today is Trivia Tuesday.
Yay!
Yay! And I've got lots of trivia for you.
Do you?
I do. Do you have lots of trivia for me?
I have lots of trivia. Mm-hmm. I've got statistical stuff, and I've got, hey, that's really interesting stuff.
Wow. Well, what we thought we could do today is we have explored different trivia things. We've done the octopods, octopuses, and that kind of thing. But we thought we would look at our homes right now. I thought I would look at Slave Lake in Alberta, and Pastor Diane is going to...
I'm going to amaze you with facts about the state of New York.
Trivia.
Yes.
So if you're ever on a game show where they're asking facts about Alberta or New York, you will be informed.
We are just helping you to earn money on Jeopardy.
Exactly.
Remember us when you win.
Under the categories of strange facts about Alberta, strange facts about New York. So why don't we go one on one? I can share one, you can share one, and go back and forth like that.
Do you know what the state flower of New York is? If you know, type it now, quickly type in the comments.
In the comments.
Waiting.
Repeat the question again.
What is the state flower of New York?
Okay, so if anyone is in New York, or if you're not in New York, but you know, comment. And at the same time right now, I want you to write in what the provincial flower is of Alberta. Maybe you know that.
So I know that.
You know that?
I do, because when I was 9 years old, we took a trip across Canada and we stopped at one of the provincial parks in Alberta, and there were a lot of the provincial flowers growing there.
And maybe you may see a similarity between New York and Alberta.
Should we tell them now?
I think so.
Okay, the state flower of New York is the rose.
And it is the wild rose of Alberta.
Amazing how connected we are. Alberta, New York, same flower, sort of.
Sort of. Oh, rose, wild rose.
Oh, you guys are just wild out there.
We're in the wild, wild west. I've got an interesting fact about Alberta.
Okay.
So you've heard of Halloween, right?
That's in October, right?
Yes, not in May or April or any, it's in October. But what do you say when you go to the door? You knock on the door.
Ding dong, Avon?
No, that's wrong day.
Oh. Are you talking about a specific, you're talking about Halloween, not just October.
Halloween.
Yes, I knock on the door. I don't do this anymore, but I used to knock on the door and say trick or treat.
Yes. Now, have you ever thought of where that phrase originates?
Well, for me, it was just always a threat. You don't give me the treat, I'm going to come back later, and you're going to have soap on your windows or toilet paper in your trees. Please don't tell my old neighbors, the Thompsons, because they didn't give me.
I guess they didn't give you good treats. But that phrase actually originates in Alberta.
I had no idea.
I did not know that either. It was the 3rd of November. It was a Thursday in 1927 in High River, in a town in Alberta. High River. It's not very far from here, I don't think. But people were heavily disguised and demanded. According to the article, they demanded.
It was a threat.
Trick or treat. And to treat was to be untricked, and the youthful held up men soon returned home bowed down with treats. So the first time it ever appeared anywhere, now whether it was used here or not first, but the first occurrence that it ever had in any printing was in the Calgary Herald from High River in a town in Alberta.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
If you've seen any movies or TV shows and they're based in New York, there's a river there. You know what the river's called?
No.
The Hudson River.
Oh, okay. And
the Hudson River, at certain points, actually flows two ways.
Oh.
Yeah. The river flows for 315 miles and empties into the Atlantic Ocean. But because of the tides, it will reverse direction.
Sort of like the St. John River.
Reversing Falls in St. John, New Brunswick, yes.
Yeah. Well, speaking about rivers, right, my next fact either works perfectly into this. Do you know that the longest beaver dam is located in Alberta?
No.
It is 850 meters for my Canadian friends, or 2,790 feet long for my American friends.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible.
And that's in Wood Buffalo National Park.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in Alberta. I didn't know that.
Every state has a motto. I'm sure every province does as well. And the motto of New York State is Excelsior. The question is, do you know what that means?
No, that's Excalibur. I was thinking of the sword.
You know what that means? It's a Latin word. Type it in the comments. We'll give you a few minutes. Maybe we'll do another interesting fact.
Oh, okay. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I know that you and I are both Star Trek fans, right? We go way back with regards to Star Trek. Sorry, Star Wars fans out there, right? But Trekkie. Do you know that in Alberta there's a town called Vulcan, and they have totally embraced the Star Wars phenomena kind of thing. They have a tourist chalet. They have a Star Trek museum. It owns a 31-foot replica of the Enterprise, and it has a space-shaped visitor center.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go visit. What part of Alberta is that?
Southern Alberta, I believe.
Okay.
And it has a plaque at the base and of the replica, and is written in English, Vulcan, and Klingon.
Ooh.
But no French. That was before French was an official language, I'm not sure. And to follow up with that, Alberta also, in St. Paul's, Alberta, they have the world's first UFO landing site.
Really?
Yeah, so they have a landing pad made there so that UFOs can land on it.
So it's a landing site prepared by humans for extraterrestrials.
Yes. So it's a landing pad. I guess it's like an airport for UFOs or something, like in the anticipation of UFOs coming.
Okay.
I didn't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Now, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Wolverine. Have you ever heard of Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. But you know that from the Marvel Comics Wolverine, guess where he was born?
Well, I thought he was born in Saskatchewan.
Cold Lake, Alberta.
No way.
Yeah, I know, right? It makes you wonder why he had his shirt off all the time, because it's cold.
Well, because they never shot him in Cold Lake. It was always in southern regions, and he's just used to the cold there. And it's like, I'm so hot. I've got to.
It makes total sense now. It makes total sense. Cold Lake, Alberta. Yeah. Pretty fascinating.
Wow. I thought it was Saskatchewan. I sit corrected.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting fact about the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh, okay.
When it was completed and opened for the public to use, there was worry about would this structure actually hold people or would it fall down. So they had this sort of animal parade. They used 21 elephants, 7 camels, and 10 dromedaries, basically furry camels, to cross the bridge to demonstrate that it was safe and ready for use.
Wow.
Yep.
Speaking of animals, I'm going to talk a little bit about extinct animals now.
Okay.
So T-Rexes and the Albertosaurus and all that. The largest collection of complete dinosaur skeletons in the world can be found at Drumheller, which is in Alberta.
I did not know that it was the largest collection.
The largest collection of complete dinosaur skeletons, yeah.
Wow.
So there may be other sites that have more bones or something like that, but complete dinosaur skeletons.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you can go to Alberta and visit prehistoric stuff with Drumheller,
Mm-hmm.
and go to the future with Vulcan,
Mm-hmm.
and then go to, what site was it that's going to welcome the aliens?
St. Paul's.
St. Paul's, yes.
Yeah.
You got it all.
Got it all.
Yep.
Got it all. And then you could drop by Boston Pizza for lunch.
Okay. That seems random.
I know, but it's a trivia fact.
Oh, is it?
It is. Did you don't be fooled by the name. Boston Pizza, we think, oh, that came from Boston. But guess what?
It didn't.
It didn't. It originated, it was the first Boston Pizza was opened by a Greek immigrant. His name was Gus, and I'm not going to pronounce his last name, in Edmonton.
Wow.
Yeah, I did not know that. And it was called Boston Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, George Eastman, I don't know if you recognize the name Pastor Peggy. He was the founder of the Eastman Kodak Company. And he was born in Waterville, New York, but he popularized the use of roll films. He didn't invent photography. That was before his time. But he popularized the use of the Kodak Brownie camera and roll film and everything. And that actually led to motion pictures.
Well, I'm going to switch now from Alberta. I've got 2 little facts here about Slave Lake in particular.
Okay.
And I found this interesting. Slave Lake is one of Canada's 10 youngest communities with a population of over 5,000.
Wow.
And it's considered the jewel of the North. So you could say that I'm living in a jewel.
Yes, indeed. Well, the Adirondack Park, which is just south of here, we can see the mountains in the distance in certain spots. It's larger than any other national park in the U.S. outside of Alaska. And the park covers an area of, are you ready for this? 28 million acres.
28.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You know, it's hard to imagine New York State as having that much free
Yeah,
land.
because so many people, when they hear New York, they still think New York City and
Yeah.
the density of population there, but it's quite different here in the North Country. So yes, the question was, what is the motto for New York State? The motto is Excelsior. What does that mean? And it means ever upward.
Ever upward.
Ever upward. Yeah. Cool little trivia about our respective places of residence. And if you have some information, some trivia that you'd like to share, comments. We'd love to read through them and learn more about the places we live. Well, it's been great sharing trivia with you about our respective homes. We'd love to hear your bits of trivia. If you could share with us and share with each other, comments below, please.
All right, and I'm Pastor Peggy from Slave Lake, Alberta.
I'm Pastor Diane from Norfolk, New York. Be safe.
Be healthy and be the church. Bye, everyone.
See you tomorrow.